Carl and Lou here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, gbhbl.com for short. And it's a festive themed tier list. We have done a few tier lists around horror movie covers. We're going to stick to that, another 30, but specifically from the world of Christmas. These are 30 Christmas horror movie covers / posters, variations on ones you've seen before or ones that were released theatrically and so on. Of course, most of these movies have different covers. Krampus, for example, the 2015 high budget one, has two covers. One is terrible and one that I think is great. And so I was like, I'm going to choose the great one. I'm going to put that in, that kind of thing. So you kind of have that. Whereas like Black Christmas, for example, has several different variations. We've kind of chosen some of what often as the more famous ones, or even ones that were released when it was like VHS in the case of some of the 80 ones. You know, it is what it is. These are 30 of them. We're going to put them into 5 categories, with the top one being Ho Ho Ho. I mean, you've got a nice visit for Santa Claus because you have the best Christmas cover. I can tell you right now, I already know which it is. Which one's getting top of the pile of all those 30. I saw it and went, that's the one. Love it, love it, love it. Then we have Delightful. It is delightfully nice. It's really, really great as well. In the middle, sitting in the good category if you want. Festive. It's festively pleasing because we're also judging it on the fact, does it really sell the feel of Christmas? Of course. Then we've got Frightful. Frightful. So we're in the lower half here. And because if you are the worst of the worst and you're just a terrible cover, you get a lump of coal. So that is the lowest of the lowest it could possibly be. 30 horror movie covers. We are going to put them in this ranking. Starting off with A Cadaver Christmas. This is a fun zombie one with a very tongue-in-cheek, silly playfulness. I watched it a few years ago. I really enjoyed it, and they reflected that in the cover. Where they want for garish, old-school colours over the top, silliness, with the characters at the top in bloody... It almost reminds me a little bit of some of Brain Dead's variations. You know?
I really like it. I think it's got all the Christmas colours you expect. The way it's framed, like cadavers, you always think like the toe tags. I think it's really good, really fun.
I think also, like, as well, like, right in the centre of the 3 people at the top is the main character who's bloody as well, so implying that you are going to see a gory movie. It's not the best film, but I did like it a lot, particularly in regards to how I feel it also nails, importantly, the festive feel. It's got a snowy look to it. You've got this building that suggests it's going to be, because obviously it takes place within is it a school? I can't remember where it is. It's close for He's the janitor, basically. So I think it nails that as well. Santa hat?
I would go with...
Delightful.
Delightful.
Yeah, Delightful. Yeah, that's
the... We both said it.
Yep.
Good.
It's the perfect starting place for it.
Yeah.
Okay, Better Watch Out. A decent movie with a fun twist, and has some moments that I always remember. In particular, him deciding to test out the Home Alone theory of the paint cans and it just blowing up the bloke's head, smashing it to bits. However, as covers go, this is pants. This is generally pants. It has the 2 main characters, and it's designed to be deceptive because it looks like the home invasion angle, which is what it's supposedly the first half of the movie is. I'm giving you some spoilers here, but obviously that kid turns out to have been all of his plan because he fancies her, and he thinks if he can pretend to be saving her, she'll like fall in love with him or whatever, that kind of thing. But they dominate this entire cover. They take up almost all of it. You know, we've got knives, so it implies it's dangerous. To give it a Christmassy feel, they've gone their background of a Christmas tree-ish kind of lights and stuff.
It's got like a retro feel to it as well.
It does.
Like the way they've kind of, the filters they've used on the kids' faces. Kind of a bit more muted palette, I feel.
I don't like it.
No, I don't like it.
I don't like it. It doesn't really sell Christmas to me. I just don't, and I don't think it does a really good job. I don't see why you have to put the 2 main characters so in front like that. You know? For me, it's Frightful. Not the worst. No. Because it's got a Christmas tree in the background. Nice, yeah, I suppose you could say that. A Christmas Horror Story. Variations on this one. You know, I think a lot of people would have seen a more modern cover where it's like got Santa and Krampus facing off the fight, which is obviously a major part of it. But I went for the more understated one than anything else, which is simply a white background, big Christmas Horror Story, a sort of decayed hand holding a bauble. And you can actually see what is the cover of the variation version in that.
Which is quite a cool way of doing it.
I like it. I think it's understated and stuff like that. It is one of those that is covered with reviews and things like that. But because it wasn't a well-known movie, it's an anthology and stuff like that. So I don't really see like a massive issue with that. But I like the kind of simplicity of it. I like the whole Bob holding the hand up thing. I'm kind of leaning in the middle here, festive.
I feel like the actual title of the film lets it down because I do like a bit of puns on things. And I think A Christmas Horror Story. Oh, okay. I think that's why I had to kind of like talk it up. See what I mean?
Fair enough.
Christmas, like, there's one called Better Watch Out and, you know, Silent Night, Dead.
You're running out, and I think Christmas Horror. I don't know. I disagree with you in that one.
Don't like it.
Well, I think. Well, what are you saying? Because I think festive, right in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, you agree with me now?
Yeah. I agree with like the quality of the poster, but the name of the film, I would say, is pretty poor.
All the Creatures Were Stirring. A little known film a few years ago. I think this is cool. I think this is cool because you kind of get, again, that Christmas feel. I like the fact we've kind of got shadowy sides. You've got the presents in the background and you've got a smashed bauble with something climbing out of it. I think that's kind of fun.
It
feels a bit old school, like Critters or something like that. Gremlins, yeah. It's probably even a play on that as well. Obviously, the title, Creatures Are Stirring as well, is a fun little, play on... Well... It's the song.
Not even not a creature was stirring. Not even.
What is that one? That's
Oh,
I don't even know. It doesn't even. You know, it doesn't matter.
It
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's the simple fact that it looks good.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's good. I'm still in the middle though. Festive.
Okay, does it change it that there's also got like dripping goo as if it's like it's hatched?
No.
Still
festive.
Okay, top of festive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better than Christmas Horror Story.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm down with that.
A bauble themed one.
Yeah.
Link.
All Through the House. Great movie, surprising movie, incredibly violent and incredibly gory. I enjoy this film a lot. I've seen it a few times. I think I made you watch it last year or the year before for the first time. It's The Neighbour, the one with the shears cutting off dude's dongs.
Yeah.
Quite bloody. What's happening? There's a reason for that as it will go on. It's. I do like it because I feel like you get quite a lot on that. I really love the Santa Claus look. I love the full head of hair and the beard. I like you got the shears like that. And
if you look quickly, it could be that he's holding a sack open.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of.
Okay.
If I look quickly, he's got his hands like he's opening the sack.
Okay.
If you look closer, and again, All Through the House. See, again, another...
It's a good name. It is a good one. Yeah. It is a good one. I do like it.
A bit dark.
But I feel like that fits because it's a really surprisingly dark film. But it's incredible. I think the cover, not only is a film very festive, I feel like the cover, but the fact that it's Santa Claus, but you've done a really good job of keeping it kind of hidden and dark and evil looking. I'm leaning towards Delightful, but at the end of Delightful.
Definitely.
After Cadaver Christmas.
Yeah. I'm cool with that one.
Black Christmas. This is the 2019 remake. Look, it's no secret, we hate this movie.
Yeah.
We hate it for all the reasons you hate it, and probably some more than that. We hate it for its idiocy, how stupid, how poorly told it is, how in your face, what's the word you want to look?
It's feminism.
Feminism, but done poorly.
Yeah.
Done to the point where it's like, haha, men are the worst.
It's like smash her over the head with it.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
And if you kind of complain about it,
you're a bad dude.
Issues with it.
Yeah, like
it puts you in an awkward position of like, no. I can still have a fair.
It's that thing of where if you hated the female Ghostbusters one, it was people were saying it's because you couldn't stand the idea they were women instead of being Ghostbusters instead of just not liking the movie.
Not liking the movie.
You know, of course there were plenty of people out there who hate it for that and stuff like that. And I actually remember being quite excited by the idea of like just taking it, but it's so poorly done. I thought this was a fucking horrendous movie.
It took it apart from the original Black Christmas of like strong female characters, and then taken it to nth degree because it had to, because it was modern, and it was like, no, you could have just done it with changes just slight changes of how women were viewed, and then gone for that. But yeah, this looks very Netflix.
Yep, the cover reflects to me the poorness of the movie. It's like here's the 4 women. The tagline, slay, girls, you know, and all that, and them sort of standing looking directly at like the camera in a picture, like a posed picture, but holding like weapons and Christmas, like, oh, I've got a roll of lights.
But the whole slay girls thing, I think that's just kind of like really annoying. Like, say like with gay people, everyone assumes you go around saying yes, queen. All
yes,
it's like it's not that.
Yeah.
It looks like it's been posed for.
Yeah.
Like,
it is
in like a studio shot for the film.
Yeah, it's for that.
It's just this is on Netflix. You're going through.
Yeah. You see this as
keep it simple because you want to attract people to go. Oh, I'll watch that. You've got a few tagged in thrown elements like the Christmas lights to make sure people know what's called Black Christmas. But the girls themselves, a few little elements of Christmas, but no, it's lump of coal. And the film reflects as well.
Yeah, I think we might be kind of getting stuck on the fact that it is part of how we feel about the film, but the fact that it covers shit as well, which just kind of works, you know. Sticking with Black Christmas, we're now at the 2006 Black Christmas remake. This is it festive? I mean, I guess so. You know, it's kind of a play on the original kind of cover, but this time it's more like here's wrapped up in lights and a tree. It's actually a shot from the movie, but you've got a tag where it says Black and you got the X written across because it's Black Xmas.
It's better.
It's better. What, better than 2019's?
Yeah,
but I still don't love it. No. It all looks a bit
muted.
Fake.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't look real lights. It doesn't look like a real tree. It doesn't look real. No. It kind of looks a bit fake, if I'm honest.
And I would have gone for more traditional light colours.
Okay.
Like the red, like, you know, the ones that we've got.
Well, here's a good question. Yeah, you're talking about that. Why are 5 of them the same colour, but there's only 1 of them yellow?
Yeah.
One's yellow, 5 of them are blue. You got 1 sort of half green one there, and then 3 red. It's just weird.
I would have gone for the ones that just have all different, like red, blue, green.
Yeah.
Old school ones.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't like
Where are we putting this one then? Frightful?
Frightful. Yeah.
Above or below, better watch out?
Above.
Just because it's got a bit more Christmassy. Yeah. And I do like the tag. I like the way of doing the title in name tag. So I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. And the original Black Christmas now, of course. Very controversial cover. This version is the oldest one you can find. It is very simple. White background, a wreath with Black Christmas and a nice bow. But of course in the centre is an actual shot from the movie where the body has got the bag wrapped around her head. Season's greetings written in a small tag. The tagline is terrible. It really is. But if I would actually say, man, remove that tag, all that white space. Just that would look amazing. Yeah,
because a wreath is very traditional, very old school. And I think if you looked at like films like White Christmas and stuff, that's what it feels like to me. But then when you look at the subject matter, you're like, oh, it's not that at all. So the fact they've drawn you in with that, going, oh, this looks like an oldie-timey White Christmas, Bing Crosby kind of niceness. And it's like, there's all a suffocated plastic bag over her face. I really like it for that. Ballsy as well. It is ballsy. Yeah. However, I do have a complaint. I just don't like the fact she's using a shot from the movie. It's just still from the actual movie. I feel like, it's a spoiler. It's also like lazy. Could you keep it more simple? I feel like I don't know, in a thing of age of where you can kind of see trailers and stuff online or the rest of it, I feel like I really like the idea it's gone dark. No, of course, because obviously before seeing this, you would never have known where that shot was in the movie. It's 1974, of course it is. Okay, where would you put it? I'd go Delightful, for me. Okay, but at the end of Delightful? Yes. At the end, I'll go with that, but at the end, I think the other ones are better. Christmas Evil. There are many variations in this, and I will admit there were better covers, particularly in regards to Blu-ray releases and stuff like that. But this is an old VHS one, and I chose this one because I love the simplicity. I feel like it would have been banned. I feel like it's just nailing exactly what it needed to be, which is it's the forgotten... it's the forgotten Santa horror one kind of thing where everyone went nuts over different movies but didn't really get too hard on this one compared to, say, Silent Night, Deadly Night. But this is a great movie. A lot of fun with one of the most batshit crazy endings possible. Absolutely adore the man who embodies the Santa Claus when he turns into him and grows into him. Love it. Amazing. In this cover, the simplicity of a Santa hand with a knife and some blood, with blood in the snow. I don't know. I just really like it. You can place the You can place when it was like the decade of it as well. Okay. Like the look at the cover, like because people now try and hark back to this kind of stuff. True. It's kind of like the sort of colours, the slightly off quality picture. I think it's really effective. Same. Christmas Evil. A man someone in a Santa costume holding a knife. Yeah, it's perfect. On blood on the snow. It tells you everything. Yeah. It tells you everything you need to know. Where are we putting this one then? Is this a ho ho ho? Well, I think it's Top of Delightful. There's something. Okay. There's something. I'm down with it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm down with it because it's not quite there. Okay, this is a new one. This is actually released this year, 2022. Christmas Bloody Christmas. The details of the movie, we haven't watched it as of yet, time of recording. So we're going simply on what this cover, which I guess is an interesting way to judge this cover then and see if that intrigues you. So I want to talk about what I love. Colours. Yeah. Holy fucking shit is this colours. You have this lovely muted background, slightly blurry, out of focus Christmas lights. But then the focus is this Santa. It doesn't which has where he is either. No, but you've got this really dark, evil looking Santa with his green glow and you can't work out, is that a robot? Is that just something evil? Is it an alien? And then of course you've got an axe. It's already got blood in it. It implies evil. You've got a really well done logo, Christmas Bloody Christmas, with the big bloody in red and the 2 greens. I think it really stands out. I remember when I first came across this, it was the cover that I came across and I went, oh, I'm going to check that out. Yeah, and I think I saw an Instagram post of one of the actors in it that we really liked. So combined, I was like, right, well, that's on the list. So
I feel like this is a delightful one as well, based off that. Yeah, let's hope it
definitely.
lives up when we actually see it.
I think top delightful for me.
No, I don't. I was gonna put it after Cadaver Christmas because of what's going on in those posters, and I feel like it fits alongside it all through the house because it's got Santa in a major role.
Right.
But this is more garish compared to all through the house is darker.
Yeah.
That's my argument.
All right, I'll go with that.
Yeah. Okay. Deathcember. It's an anthology horror, 24 Doors to Hell. I would have liked this if they were a bit more brave. And that's it, properly make this look like an advent calendar. To me, the problem is it just looks like a white piece of paper with holes cut in them. They've kind of gone for a simple advent calendar look, but I feel like it should have been a bit more obvious an advent calendar.
A bit more, because the blood dripping from the door is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I like the concept behind using like an advent calendar in this style. I think you could have, not garish, but I think it could have been more obvious, perhaps with numbers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Beyond that, it just looks like a plain white cover.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the middle in this one. I like it, but I don't love it.
Festive. Bottom of festive.
Yeah,
Again,
okay.
Again, that kind of does tie into Christmas horror.
Yeah, okay. I'm down with that. Don't open till Christmas. It's old school.
I like it.
It is old school VHS stuff here. And again, it kind of fits alongside Christmas Evil in sort of what it's telling you, which is here's under a Christmas tree, here's some presents, here's a knife into it, and for some reason the present is bleeding.
Yeah.
Who knows why that is the case. I like it. It's hand-drawn. It's clearly a hand-drawn piece of art as well, like that. So that's kind of a nice touch.
I do like it.
I do like it as well. I don't know if I love it.
No.
I don't know if I love it.
Basic.
Yeah, maybe a bit too basic. Are we talking top of festive, maybe?
I'd say between Christmas Horror Story and December for me.
So you think Christmas Horror Story is better? Because I think this is better.
Okay.
I think it's better than All the Creatures Were Stirring.
Okay, we'll go top of festive then.
Yeah. Bow to my will. Elves. Have you seen Elves? Because it's fucking funny. And it's weird. And it's gone. It has got Dan Haggerty in it in a classic Dan Haggerty smokes too much and isn't really trying. It's absurdly stupid. Oh, it's also got Nazis in it because these aren't just normal elves. These are elves born of a race of Nazis who want to use them to take over the world. It's insane.
I want to see this now.
It's quite old. It's quite insane. It's from the 80s. I thought it was terrible, but equally loved it for being... It's one of those, it's so bad it's good movies.
Trash.
It really is trash. The cover kind of reflects that to a degree. You've got a present taking up the majority of it, and you've got a horrible arm, monstrous arm ripping out of the side. It tells you, okay, these aren't going to be your traditional elves.
I think if you didn't see the word elves, I would have gone more gremlins.
I would have just gone monstrous, yeah.
Yeah, I would have gone for maybe having, the traditional elves have like striped, but like torn elements. Or
No, because
something like that.
I feel like they've stuck to what they want the elves are in this movie. They're not like that. I feel like that would have been a lie.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they actually didn't.
Okay, but yeah, no, it doesn't scream elves to me.
I don't really like it, if I'm honest. I'm leaning towards Frightful.
Yeah, I'd go bottom of Frightful.
I was going to go top because I think
it doesn't feel Christmas.
Okay.
As much.
But does more than Better Watch Out does?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I've had my way a few times. Yeah. I'll let you have this one. Yeah. Fucking love it. This is what I was talking about. There's another version of where you can see Krampus's hand holding a bauble, which has got the house in it like this shot. It's just terrible. This.
And that kind of gives it away as well.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, because until you've seen the ending, you wouldn't have a clue. Yeah. Give anything away. Well, they're in a bauble. Yeah. No. I love this. It's brilliant. We've talked on previous horror movie cover tier lists about symmetry. Here it is in pure brilliance. From the shape of the house to the snowy backdrop to the shape of the moon and how it's curved to Krampus standing in the middle, the icicles, the lighting, the detail in the small pot where you can get snowmen there. It is brilliant. Yeah. I think this is ho. I think you look at that and you know immediately that not only is a horror movie about Krampus, but it's going to be Christmassy, it's going to be festive, and it's going to be potentially a little bit silly, which is what I feel the whole movie is.
Yeah, like, because there's the actual lettering of Krampus.
I feel like, there's a little bit more money behind this.
It feels like it's a painting, but it also be a piece of art as well.
Yeah.
Which I really like.
I love it.
It's got to be ho.
It is. It's easily one of the top ones. Easily. I adore it, yeah. Jack Frost. Yes, the 90s movie.
It looks like what it is.
I think this is worse than Black Christmas 2019. I'm putting it out there straight
No,
away.
this is more
The reason being is
fun.
because what has always fucked me off about this cover is that is not what Jack Frost looks like in the slightest.
That's a big problem.
And that is literally him front and centre, yet he looks nothing like that.
I like the tagline.
It's chilling and killing. That's the biggest problem I have with this. I've seen other covers that properly utilise the actual Jack Frost. This is the original one.
It looks like a DVD cover you find in a reduction bin.
What annoys me is it doesn't even look like a snowman. Like, that's the problem with that as well. If I didn't know what this was, I saw Jack Frost and I saw that face, I'd be like, oh, like a killer Jack Frost. Wouldn't think it was like, you know?
Yeah, no.
I think it's terrible. I think it's the bottom.
Yeah.
I think it is, because at least the other one's professionally done. This looks cheap as well.
Yeah. Suit like CGI, proper basic.
Really bad. Really bad. Sorry, Jack Frost, and I do like you as a movie. Krampus Origin. So there are a lot of Krampus-related movies made by a load of low-budget studios and directors and people like that. Go to the site, put in Krampus, have fun. 2 of them have been given the absolute wonderful score of 0 out of 10.
Is this one of them?
No, this is not one of them, but it is still a low-scoring one. Yeah. This is Krampus Origins. And weird enough, cover-wise, it's one of the ones I think that's a little bit better. Yeah. Purely because of the background more than anything else. I like the trees, I like the village. It does feel particularly festive, like of a different country, that kind of thing. Yeah. But of course, it's dominated by Krampus.
Really tacky looking Krampus.
It's worth noting as well that the Krampuses that appear in these covers rarely look like the Krampuses that they do in the film. I should know that, except for one we'll get to, but that's in a negative way. I like the front of Krampus. I'm kind of in the middle in this one. I think it's festive, but at the end.
I would have had him further back.
Yeah, maybe sort of standing a little further back. Yeah, okay. But I like that because I like even like the position, like he's focusing on that village, but we've interrupted him, so he's turned around. You know what I mean?
Blood's a nice touch.
I'm okay with this one being festive.
Festive, yeah, definitely.
But near the end of festive.
Yeah.
At the end, yeah, let's put it at the end of festive, actually. Yeah. I think that's fair enough. Yeah. Krampus the Christmas Devil. Here's one of the 0 out of 10s. Fuck this movie and fuck its sequel. Its sequel is not on this list. Yeah. But fuck this movie. It is awful. It is awful. It is awful. I hate this movie. Hated it. I still hate it. Yeah. And I hate its fucking cover. I hate it.
I don't mind this one.
Alright, I'll try and be objective then. Okay, I don't mind.
I like the teeth.
I don't mind that with a bit. It's just because I know how shit he is.
Yeah.
I know how shit he is, so it's really, really hard to distance myself from that. Let me try. Okay, right. It's not the worst cover. No. All right. It doesn't look. It doesn't look like in a movie. It doesn't look like in a movie. It's enough as well. If it looks a lot cheaper.
I like the.
I suppose the chains.
I like the font. I like the shape of it. I like.
Where are we going to put it then? All right. Because I just want to get rid of it and move on to the next one. You can decide.
Bottom of festive.
It's too high.
Oh, okay. Top of frightful then. Turn the roundabouts.
This does happily look exactly like it does in the movie because it's a CGI fucking mess. This is Krampus the Reckoning. What do you think of that? No. Doesn't that look amazing?
Krampus has been lifting, bro.
It's awful. It's not even a good cover. I kind of like the snowy effects, but you have gone, I don't know why you'd be proud of that. No. And it looks worse than the movies. It looks worse than the movie as well. I don't know why you'd be proud of that. No. You've got a town in the background. It's shit. It's lump of coal.
Yeah, definitely. I think above Jack Frost because it tries. At least it tries.
And it's actually from... Yeah, but not above Black Christmas. I think we'll agree on that one. Red Christmas. This is the Dee Wallace one from a few years ago about her attempt to abort a child and then comes back and spend Christmas and then becomes a killer. I really like the movie. The movie's very, very festive, very, very colourful. However, the cover...
It's awful.
It's not good.
No.
It's not good. Best I can kind of say, I like the fact that he used the character from and how he dresses. He's got his black cloak on and the white sort of bandage gloves. He's got a present with blood dripping from it, but that's about it. Yeah. No, I don't really care for this one either. I'm leaning... Bottom of Frightful after Elves.
Yeah, because this it goes for... He's fairly festive.
Yeah, I don't even feel like you'd get that excited by that.
No. Red Christmas, no.
Mercy Christmas. It's a shame the cover's crap because the movie's a lot of fun. This is if you don't remember this one? This is for basically the loser who gets invited to his boss's Christmas dinner,
Yes.
and they turn out to be cannibals.
Yeah.
And it is a fucking blast.
Yeah.
It really is a good movie. You'll have a lot of fun. It's one of those where you cheer on the hero, hate the villains. It's done really, really well.
I like this one.
I'm not too sold in it. I think it doesn't really get across a lot. You got a powerful present with like limbs in it.
I like the font.
Of Mercy Christmas. Yeah, I like that.
Blood, it's got a nice present with little feet in it.
I suppose he's got the tongue-in-cheek style in the image.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, I'm not putting it too high. I don't want to put it too high because I don't think it's that special.
I think festive.
Okay. We have another present one near the top of festive. Don't open until Christmas.
Next to that one, then.
After it, though, because
Yeah.
don't open to Christmas is
Yeah.
hand-drawn and I really like all that arted.
Yeah.
Arted, that's not a word. Artists. Yeah.
Arted.
Sint, or Saint, but Sint. This is the, what was it, Danish? Norwegian?
Oh, yeah,
fucking...
like, I remember it, yeah, like Chase for, I think it's for Amsterdam.
For Amsterdam, the chase, the massive boat. This was quite
It
a
was
spectacular
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I really like this poster.
I do like it a lot as well. I think it's got enough going on with it. I'm not always a big fan of putting a big square and centre in the middle, but here, particularly coming from a culture that doesn't really know this legend, I do like the fact that you look at it and go, okay, is it some sort of religious dude on a horse?
Yeah.
You've got kind of the bloody moon, but then you've got the backdrop of the city, the snow. I feel like you're getting some cool shit from this.
It's very Christmas and Santa's come to slay, you know, like a pun.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's going to be quite...
I think it goes in Delightful. I think it goes in Delightful too. We've got a couple of other sort of ones like that. So maybe near the end, after Black Christmas, or
just above Black Christmas for me.
but not above all through the house, because I really do like that one. Okay, there it is. Your winner. I'm sorry, it is. It's winner. Silent Night, Deadly Night. This to me has always been the best Christmas cover. I think we actually put this in one of our other horror movie covers and rated it as high there as well. Yeah. Look, this is brilliant. This tells you everything. It is gorgeous to look at. It is brilliantly done. The way it's symmetrically done with the roof, half of the screen, the chimney, the snow, the arm with the axe. Yeah. It's brilliant.
Even like Silent Night, Deadly Night. Silent Night's written how you'd write the carol, and then Deadly Night, because Deadly Night, it's kind of gone into blood.
Yep.
So like even that they've kind of thought about.
To me, it's top, ho, ho, ho.
Top, yeah.
Yeah, it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. I love how like the snow looks. I just love the image you get from that. You know, this is a Christmas horror movie. I
feel like Ho Ho Ho's got a separate caveat of, would you have it in a framed print up at Christmas?
Yes, and both these two.
We would.
Krampus and this, you would. Yeah. Absolutely. Top. I do like this one as well. This is the sort of remake but non-remake of this one. I do like this one because I get what they wanted to do here. And what they wanted to do was, okay, this is a remake-ish or reimagining of Silent Night, Deadly Night, but we want you to know it's different. Yeah. And we're going to let you see what our Santa Claus looks like. Yeah. And we're going to give you that weird image with the big kind of glass eyes almost, but we're then going to show you a major part of the film that was such a moment, which is the flamethrower. It's telling you it's different. And I really like that.
Oh, I do.
I don't love it.
No, I feel like sometimes, a little bit less is more. But
true.
But it doesn't feel. It feels like modern, like you want it to be a like it's a remake.
I feel like they really wanted to stress that this was different.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I think Delightful, right?
Definitely.
But I think alongside some of the other Santas that we've had, considering his is a flamethrower and all through the house has shears, and then we've got a Santa with an axe, it's somewhere around there. It just depends what you think stands out more.
I think between the robot, Bloody Christmas, this one, then all through the house.
Okay, I'll go with I'll go with that. I'm happy with that. Sleigh Bells. It's a fun sort of old school cover. It's not a great movie, but I do enjoy the characters of it, and it's fun. I think you want to get across the fact that, it's three women who are the stars of this and stuff like that. But unlike Black Christmas 2020 and 2019, this is still going for a fun aspect here. Yeah. It's not taking the piss. The Sleigh Bells. It's a mix of a lot of different things. But you've also got Santa front and centre top because he's part of this as well.
I like it.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, Sleigh Bells, you've gone for red and green. You love red and green, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, and it's opening a present as well. Monsters open up the present. I think that's great. I've not seen the film, but I would want to watch this film.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. Festive? Middle? Or higher?
I think it's higher than Mercy Christmas. It's more fun.
So I said in festive or higher than festive? End of Delightful?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, you know what? Let's
see?
give it that,
Yeah.
because it's got a lot of colours going on, and I do think it catches your eye when you look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels a bit comic book.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, mate. So this is funny because we quite watched this one quite recently. We were really let down by this in the end.
There's such promise.
But I'm not sure if I like this or not. I'm really struggling because we do often praise simplicity. And this is simplicity and symmetry again. She's centered. The idea of the wheels kind of being... But then I feel like if you don't look up close to
It
it...
looks like a marionette.
Yeah, or maybe like she's on a swing.
Yeah.
And that's the ropes. So we look and go, oh, that's supposed to be blood tracks from her wheelchair.
Yeah. But I did it because I don't want it to be the main thing you notice is the wheelchair. They don't want that to be the case. So I can kind of get they kind of trying to make it look a little bit more...
I disagree with that. I think that's literally the centre of the picture. I think it's exactly what you want you to look at. I think if you didn't want that, considering it's called Le Calendar, the Advent calendar, in other territories, I feel like then you would not have her on it at all, and you'd utilise the Advent calendar. Yeah. What I don't understand is why there is no use of the calendar in this. Like, why isn't... No, but why in the top, in the background, you've got all the space? Why not have simplicity, like doors potentially? Yeah. Some way of doing that instead of just plain kind of off grey white looking colour. But I don't hate it. Like, I like the fact that it's scented. I like that.
It does, and it's very bleak.
Keeps you guessing.
Yeah, it's very bleak looking.
Yeah.
The blood, like, track, so she's clearly tracked blood in.
Does it make you feel
wheels.
festive? Not the slightest.
No, I don't. Yeah, and it's called Evan Cannon. Yeah, no.
Ooh, might be near the bottom bit based off that, I think.
I'd say Frightful.
Yeah, bottom of Frightful. Bottom of Frightful after Red Christmas, because Red Christmas has a present on the front. That doesn't. All right, 5 left. Christmas tapes, another quite modern one here. It's interesting. It's interesting. The movie was okay. It was an anthology that really hit its stride with the last one, thanks to an absolutely hilarious turn by Paranormal Perry. Remember Paranormal Perry? He was fucking hilarious.
Oh, this one.
Yes, this one. The family that get tied up.
No, then this post is awful.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's 3 of the main characters from the story. You've got the one in the middle, Greg Sesterio, that bloke. Yeah. He's the one that keeps the family hostage. You've got, I've got his name. He's the Santa in the Torture one. And then we've got Dave Sheridan, who plays Paranormal Perry in the sort of Paranormal Activity one. Which is the reason to watch this film, because we laughed more times in that short than at any other point. Yeah. He was a delight.
I would have had a VCR player, focusing a bit on Greg because he's like the main wraparound guy. A bit more focus on that.
Okay.
A VCR player with a Christmas tree like reflecting on TV or something. Because it's Christmas tapes.
Do you not kind of get that though from it, the way it's done?
It feels more like Christmas tapes, like, oh, these guys have like recorded something. No.
Okay, what do you want to put it? Because I might have a different view.
I'm going to go bottom of Frightful. I think it's bad.
I think it's higher than that.
Boring. It doesn't. And if you didn't have that Gifts That Keep On Killing, nothing horror about that for me.
But they've all got Santa outfits on.
Yeah, but it's not horror. Christmas
Perry's
horror.
sucking a candy cane.
Is that a kid in a candy cane?
Yeah.
It's really light because it's too dark. I really don't like this one. The fact that obviously like we've seen this film, you described the thing to me. I'm like, oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna let you have this one.
Thank you.
I'm gonna let you have it. All right. The Elf. Don't get excited by that very nice cover. It's awful. It is awful. It is awful.
This is tacky.
But I love the cover. I love it. It's that right level of cheesy silliness. I remember seeing this and going, fucking sweet. I've seen a few killer elf stuff, but I've not, the old elf on the shelf kind of thing. I want that done properly. This is what this is selling. It's sitting on a shelf. It's got a knife. It's got a present above a coal fire. The font is wonderful. It's exactly what you want with the stockings and all of that. It looks like a lot of fucking fun. It's not.
I would have preferred a bit more, I don't know, a bit more a bit more realistic or a bit more drawn. I don't know. It looks.
I think it's kind of cartoony. I like it.
No.
Wow, I completely disagree.
No, I don't know. I think I'd like to be more maybe a bit. Just not. I think it looks a little bit cheap. I know it's supposed to be cheap.
Where would you put it?
Top of Frightful.
Right, no, you got Christmas tapes. We're disagreeing with this. This is, I was going to put this in Delightful.
Wow. Okay.
So you got Christmas tapes, and now I'm getting this one to Delightful. It can go bottom of Delightful. This is absurd. This is everything festive you would want in it. You can't literally turn around and complain about elves not having what you want in it. Get it in this and then be like, it looks cheap. No, unacceptable. The Killing Tree, another recent addition to our horror movie watch. This was about a killer Christmas tree that weirdly
so excited.
was extremely boring and bland. You overused CGI, was often at its best when it was clearly a man in a Christmas tree outfit, which was when it was at its best. And I think the cover reflects a lot of that, where you should feel excited by what you see.
I love it.
There are things I don't like about it, though, and I don't understand the baubles. Why is Santa even in the top left? He's not in this fucking film. Santa's not related to this. And there's just a knife in the other.
Just got rid of that.
Wow. Why have that?
That simplicity of having the tree shape in the snow,
Yep.
the skull coming through.
Would have been more than enough.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, that poster alone.
I would argue don't even have the blood.
It's really annoying because I would, without them baubles, I would have called that ho 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 because I think it's really cool.
I would think it would have been there perfect, yeah. Absolutely. I'd remove the baubles, the blood, and keep it really simple, as you say, that Christmas tree shape like that with the skull in the centre. Yeah. That's a lot you can get from that. But those baubles really knock it down.
Shit as well.
Well, forget that. Based it off the cover, because that's why I put Elf. I know Elf was shit, and I put Elf up there. But the baubles really knock it down. Yeah. To me, they're almost stupid.
Festive.
Yeah, okay. I think
bottom of festive.
Oh, I was going to go higher. Okay. I was going to say top of festive. Maybe, right, maybe in the middle then.
Yeah, about there would be good.
All right, let's put it after Creatures Were Stirring.
Yeah.
We've got 2 left. The Nights Before Christmas. I mean, that is the main dude, I guess. I hated this movie.
The title's annoying me.
I hated this movie.
The Nights Before Christmas.
I really hated this film. I can't stress it enough. It's a bit traditional and classic in the sense that here's our Santa Claus. I do like the fact that he looks so dirty and rough, and it's clearly not traditional Santa Claus and all that. But truth be told, this does very little for me. Yeah. I like the font of Christmas and how the C and the S reach up above and then effectively frame it, keeping it nice and straight. Yeah. But
no. Everything about that. The Nights Before Christmas. No.
Okay.
No. It looks wrong. It looks really cheap, like it's like, again, bargain basket, and they spelled the title wrong, and they've just gone, fuck it, it's out there now. That's what it feels to me. I don't like it.
Okay, where would you put it?
Slump of coal for me.
I don't think it's that bad.
Photoshopped shit, yeah, for me. You can go bottom of Frightful. I think.
Let's put a top of Lump of Coal. You know what? Yeah. Let's get it in Lump of Coal.
Yeah.
And last but not least, To All a Good Night. That's a cover, isn't it? Certainly from the 80s. I don't even know what the fuck they're doing there.
Why
it's
is there
insane.
capital letters on that To All?
To All a Good Night is weird font. You've got this building, which is, I think, a school, if I remember correctly. And you've got this really weird face that they've done in the sky. It doesn't even make any sense. No. If you didn't have To All a Good Night, you'd never even know this was a festive horror. This is Lump of Coal.
Yeah.
Definitely 100%. That face is just terrible. It looks shit as well.
Yeah. Ugh. You'll scream till dawn. That's not even a Christmas pun. I want a Christmas pun in my Christmas titles. No.
How low do we go?
Oh, I think top of Lump of Coal.
No, I think...
Sorry, like the bottoms, bottom.
No, I think Jack Frost might be the one that goes at the bottom, just purely because it doesn't even... Oh, I mean, this is quite as bad as well, actually.
I think at least Jack Frost, he's got a scarf on.
Right, okay, yep, bottom of it.
Yep.
And there it is. 2 ended up in ho ho ho. I didn't expect it to be that harsh, to be honest, but they are the 2 of the best Christmas horror ones going. Yeah, there you go. There's our 30 Christmas horror movie covers ranked. What do you reckon? Have we been fair? Have we been a bit too harsh on some of them? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?